From rivers to lakes to oceans, scientists can learn so much about our planet by studying the plants and animals in the waters. Marine biology is the study of plants and animals in the ocean. While marine biology is based on researching the ocean, it has a lot of different fields inside of it. There's work in a lab studying the specimens from the waters. There's field work gathering information on the animals. And even just working at an aquarium is part of marine biology. A typical day for a marine biologist can be different depending on what field they work in. Emily Bowen is the volunteer coordinator at the Great Lakes Aquarium. She has many different positions in the aquarium. She works with the volunteers at the aquarium, helping them get set up in the exhibits. She works in the education program, teaching school groups that come during the year. And she also works with the public programs at the aquarium, like the Otter Show and the Dive Show. Emily said, "Some days we have hundreds of people visiting and it requires our whole education team to cover our programming. Other days, I spend 8 hours teaching school groups, and then the next day I spend most of my day creating a new education material and responding to emails. Each day is different here at Great Lakes Aquarium." If someone is going to be working out in the field collecting samples or dealing with the aquatic life, it would be a good idea for them to get their scuba diving certification. At the age of 12, someone can get their license to dive with adult supervision, and by 15, they can be diving without an adult. George Matsumoto is a researcher at Monterey Bay Research Institute, and he said, "I would recommend finding a college near an aquarium so that you can volunteer. Volunteering will help get a first-hand look at what it's like working with all the animals." Another way to prepare for being a marine biologist is being an assistant. A lot of independent researchers have an assistant help them with their work. The assistant is usually a grad student, so they're new to the field. Helping with the research will help them set up for their own career and research in the future. The type of education varies depending on what field of marine biology someone wants to go into. Emily Kohler works in the education department at Monterey Bay Aquarium. She recommended to take biology, chemistry, physics, and math classes at least up to calculus. She also suggested taking computer science. At the entry-level position in most places, only a bachelor's degree or 4 years of college is needed. If someone wanted to do independent research, then they would need a PhD. There were 21,300 jobs open in the field of marine biology in 2014, with a growth rate of 4% each year, which is considered low. Because most funding for research comes from the government agencies, demand for biologists will be limited. Emily Kohler said, "There are currently more marine biologists than there are jobs, but if you persist, get good grades, and do graduate work at a strong school with a top-notch facility, chances are something will open up for you." Bigger facilities like the Monterey Bay Aquarium will likely have more job openings than smaller facilities like the Great Lakes Aquarium. Every year at the aquarium, the superior staff evaluate the others. That is usually the time where raises and bonuses are given out. There is only a promotion when a position is open. The jobs at both the aquariums and the research institutions aren't very high stress. The only times they can be stressful is when there are a lot of people at the aquarium. The hours at the aquarium are usually 40-hour weeks. They're offered overtime, but that is rarely used. Most researchers get to make their own hours and set their own deadline. Some marine biologists work for government-funded industries. If the funding runs out, then the biologists will lose their jobs. Working as a marine biologist doesn't pay as much money as people would think. George Matsumoto says, "You'll never get rich in marine biology, but I also don't think what I do is work, so it all balances out. Some people get mad at the aquariums because they have animals and habitats." Emily Kohler said, "Some did not believe that we should collect and work with live animals at all, even the sea otters that were orphan pups and would not have survived without us." Even with the anger, the aquarium still has many strong supporters. Marine biologists can connect people and teach them about the many different waters of the world. The work that they do opens up a whole new world to be discovered. The help that the biologists provide to the communities and the marine life in the communities can help change the world for the better.